Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's another cold one. I've not been able to do as much work on the bikes as I would like because it's just been too cold. Now in the last video on the XJ I was able to get the carburetors all sorted. I still need to refine them a little bit and do a bit of a tune. The biggest problem is I can't legally ride the bike on the road in order to do that. I want to see exactly how the bike's riding, whether there's any flat spots, all this sort of stuff. So the way to get it on the road is to get it MOT'd. Now an MOT, for those that don't know, is an annual inspection that has to be done every single year on a vehicle in the UK for it to be legal on the road. And it's checking all the critical items like brakes, bearings and all this sort of stuff to make sure that it's all legal and compliant. So an MOT will do certain things. Now if it passes, fantastic, then we've got a pass. If it fails, then at least I've got a list of works that I know I need to do. So I think what we'll do is, because I've now got the bike insured, I can book it in for the MOT, we can get it out on the road, give you my first thoughts of the bike and how it actually rides, and you're going to see all that live. And then we'll get down to the MOT centre, hopefully get a pass, and if it passes, fantastic. As I said before, if it fails, then at least I've got a list. So I think rather than me chilling anymore, get the bike gear on, get the heated gloves warmed up, and get out on the road. Get the bike started and warmed up. I have previously started it, so it should be good to go. Leave her ticking over for a little bit, just getting warmed up whilst I do it with my gloves. I have to say I'm really warm at the moment already, so I really can't underestimate the importance of good bike gear. It really does help. Got heated gloves as well should I need it. Yeah. Right, we're good to go. So initially, I would say the clutch is a little high, so we're probably going to need a little bit of adjustment. Gears are nice. Doesn't appear to be any flat spots, which is what I was bearing. So far, so good. Despite it being cold, it's actually cheered up quite nicely today. So a little bit high on the clutch, so yeah, like I said earlier, a little bit of adjustment needed there, but so far she's all right. Incredibly comfortable though, I will say. Changes gear lovely. I mean, it is nice having a shaft drive bike because you do get, in my opinion, smoother gear changes, which is quite nice. It's incredibly light, this bike, it's really nice. So far I'm loving this. brakes are what you'd expect of a 30-year-old bike. I mean, they're not bad. They certainly do the job. Just incredibly comfortable. Certainly feels like a bike I could live with for quite a while. Very pleased with this. It just rides really well. There's there's nothing to not like really. I mean, yes, it's old, you know it's old, but it's comfortable, it's smooth, got plenty of power, you know, without being ridiculously powerful. You have to appreciate though that it's of a different generation, so a bit like the ZZR. So it might command a bit more respect because you haven't got all the electronic devices keeping you in check, so it's a bit more old school in that respect. But I really like it. There's something to be said about 80s bikes, 90s bikes. You know, I really like them. I like the styling, I like the look. A little bit of dampness on the road, so we're going to just take it a little bit easy on roundabouts and corners because we're not over the winter yet by a long shot. Just feel like these corners can catch you out. Let's open her up a little bit. absolutely hate this junction. Got an awful lot going on at it. So this is where I'm going to be getting the bike MOT'd. So we're back shortly, hopefully with some good news. So my first thoughts on the bike, I mean, wow, what a machine. Really, really pleased with it, to be fair. I mean, from a sort of first ride perspective, there's not much to not like. I mean, it goes plenty well enough, the brakes are good enough, everything is just brilliant. So I'm really, really quite pleased. It's a very solid machine. So we're back from the MOT and it wasn't without drama. The battery decided to go flat, which I'm not entirely sure what shape it's supposed to be, but flat is certainly not one of them. So that needed a jump pack adding to make sure that the battery was, well, the bike could start. Problem with this bike is it's vacuum, the fuel supply is vacuum fed, and if there's not enough power, how I understand it, the engine can't turn over enough, it won't let the fuel through. So you kind of get this issue of, it's how I understand it anyway, and also weak battery, weak spark, so it all kind of compounds it. I do know the alternator is all right because it, you know, by the time I got back I was able to completely start it up, first turn of the key, and it was no problem whatsoever. It is just a weak battery, and it's not surprising because it's bloody cold. So how did we do on the MOT? Pleased to say we got a pass. Yep, full pass, no advisories whatsoever. Went through the entire bike, top to bottom, and yeah, big shout out to Michael. So thank you very much for sorting the MOT out today, but we went through it really quite extensively just to make sure that everything was in order, and yeah, to be honest, no problems whatsoever. So I'm really, really pleased. So now that means I can get the bike road legal. Well, it is road legal now, and I can refine those carburetors a little bit if I need to, take it for test rides, and we can cosmetically get this bike looking really stunning now because I can turn my attention to that. And that's going to really be the next part of the videos. As the weather increases, I can start, or warms up shall I say, I can start concentrating on getting the plastics looking nice, get this front end resprayed, get the lower cowl installed so it all kind of looks right. See if I can get this stripe made up. I don't know if you can see it on the camera at the moment, and just finish the bike off and get it looking really, really nice. So come the spring and the summer, she's hot to trot. And but all I can say is what a bike. It rode lovely, really comfortable, really pleased, and actually it suited me incredibly. So always puts a little bit of doubt about selling it next year. Probably is. Problem is I can't keep them all, and this bike will at some point be up for sale. So if there's anyone that's interested, then please do reach out. But I think what we'll do is we'll get this all packed away now. I'm going to go and get warm because it's cold. Look forward to seeing you all in the next one. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, then please do subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I love the comments. Thank you for all the comments that I get. It's brilliant. I love that, getting involved and people asking questions and just showing appreciation for these old bikes and the work that I do. So thanks very much for that, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye.